Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Father, Father, there's no need to escalate. War is not the answer. Only love can conquer hate. You know we gotta find a way to bring some love in here today. Picket signs, picket lines, don't punish me with brutality. Just talk to me so we can see what's going on. What's going on? Hey, what's going on? I wanna know what's going on. Hey, mother, mother, why do they say we're wrong? Why they say we're wrong? But who are they to judge us? Simply because our hair is long. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Oh, picket signs and picket lines, don't punish me with brutality. Just talk to me so we can see what's going on. Hey, what's going on? I want to know what's going on. Hey, what's going on? Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, oh. Do, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Wanna know what's going on? Yes, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I wanna know.
What's going on? And everything that we have said harkens back to us another time. And that's the way it should be tonight, because we're thinking about another time. And most of us here, those under 50, cannot think about what went on then, right? If you think very well and think about your children that are under 50, you realize that that's what it's been about. The total time that we have been together, that we've known each other, that even our churches have come together. All of that was in 50 years, you know. Really think about it. I was on the committee with the Reeb affair. And everything seems to go back to a time that was not there. I was looking at the Attorney General tonight talk about what was. Everybody has to talk about what was, but the good thing about it is they were all changing it. So that what we have now is not what was. And that's why we come to worship. That's why we come to be thankful. That's why we know that God is in the world. That's how we know that we will change things too. And maybe we will meet the Brother Reeve on the other side, all right? Is because we were brought together by a stronger force than just knowing each other or having our names. And we were brought together by that force of love and truth and justice, all right? And it makes all of it worth it, so that we know that we keep Reeb in a special place in our mind, because we're all going to do it one way or the other, right? And the fact that he did tells us what we're going to do and be and become. It's that kind of wonder and goodness that's in the world we know, and in the world that we have decided to live in. We didn't have to, we decided to live in it. We created a new world, and we're in the process of creating a new world. And this is what this makes this so important, is that we don't like the world we had, so we've changed it, right? We're not crazy about the one we got, so let's change it too, right? You know, I think about Selma, and we are going to be going there. I think about Selma because most of all, we not only changed it, it was so changed that one of the nuns that came down to do studies there, all right, said that people that were there, lived there, it took them 20 years when they were doing a study to realize how backward they were. What they did not know, what they did not understand. They could not understand that they were backward people. They could not. And I am not saying that out of negativity. I'm saying it out of the positive life that we gave to them, that we could not have done had we not already been there. And let's hope that not only will we know that we helped them, but we'll end up knowing that we were helped by it as well. Everything we are doing now and going to do as we go back to Selma is because we were there before. And how positive it is and going to be because we were there before. Because we made it what it was. And it brings us to the understanding that we can make the world anything we desire. And we're God's people, and we're going to make it God's kingdom that we can at least see on this side before we pass to the other side. Right? Is that all of this is goodness. We see ourselves now in a whole different way than we saw ourselves before. In fact, just a little after 50 years ago, we would not have been here together. When we think about it, we did that because we wanted to. Because we wanted to live in a different world. Right? And that's the goodness of it all, is that, but what changed it was the fact that we know love. That we know love, all right? And that we are lovelier people than we were before we met Reed, before Reed, out of his love, loved us. We're better people, but we know what we have to do to pay the price. And that's what makes all of these days and evenings and mornings that we spend together in various places across this globe, because it's really about the new world that Christ dreamed, and the great ones before us dreamed, and for those that died before us, so we could see more clearly. And now we're making people that were out to kill us, that their relatives and they are children now are seeing their parents in a whole different way. Is that when the nuns were surprised when they heard that these people say that they did not know how bad they were, how backward they were, what kind of world they lived in. We did it right because we did a little bit for them that Christ did for us. And that the good people that came before us really did in such a way that we not only can't forget it, we're trying to make other people follow in it. When we really think about what we see and what we have seen and where we want to go, we'll know that 50 years from now, there will be a group talking about us. But in the same way we're talking about them, that they didn't quite know how backward they were. But altogether, we're going to make it our way. There's only 3 real words anywhere. Anyway, justice and truth and love. And how did, who was it anyway that said it? I think it was Paul. You always blame everything on Paul. You can't think about it at the moment, since he wrote most of it, But out of that love comes all of the rest of it. And we're going to be able to live a little more of it. I got 10 more years.